What's up guys, NBU here and welcome back to the Celtic Career Mode. It's time, we are here, episode 10. How are you doing guys? We are back here today. We've got some big games lined up for you in this episode. Of course we do. It's what I say at the start of every episode. Get used to it. Fuck you, fuck off. Capiche capa. We have Hearts in the Cup, then we have Napoli in the Europa League, and then we have another match, and it's going to be against Kilmarnock in the league. 3 games we're only going to play in this episode here today, and of course 3 games we will be looking to win as per usual. Want to go further in the Europa League and try and get a domestic double and a European competition under our belts. It would be a magnificent season ender. However, we do have a match now in the Scottish Cup against Hearts, which we will of course be playing. We're not going to sim this, it's a big match. Of course, Celtic beat Hearts today 4-0 to beat the unbroken record. To beat the unbroken record, that is a sentence and a half as we see our starting lineup. Fairly simple, you see it quite often. But to actually beat the record set by the Lisbon Lion team of consecutive games unbeaten. However, in domestic competition, of course we didn't get beat in Europe, but that's a different story for different days. We do see the Hearts starting lineup here. And the first chance will come to Celtic as Roberts finds Forrest with the shot free kick. Roberts did now whip this ball into the box and we get the header off. However, it's no issue for the goalkeeper as it does go over. Armstrong now looks for Ayer. Roberts oriented Ayer. Now Ayer finds Dembele. Back to Ayer. Ayer shoots and the keeper does make the save. Ayer of course going out to Kilmarnock on loan in real life as we see him on the ball now. Again Ayer with a strike and it comes off the post this time. Very unlucky is Christopher Ayer, a really good player in this game. I'd highly recommend signing him if you haven't done so already in career mode. Now Hearts with a chance here as the ball does deflect wide and nothing to come of that shot. The next opportunity now going to come for Hearts as we see them on the ball. Another deflected shot wide. Nothing too bad to deal with here, and it's still 0-0 going into the soon 80th minute as we do find Armstrong. Armstrong back to Dembele. Dembele to Armstrong. Armstrong shoots and that comes off the post and it couldn't fall for James Forrest, and now the game has ended 0-0, meaning we're going to play a replay, and that'll be in the next episode. Because I hate having to play replays. I would have liked to have got that game done now. It's just going to be awkward with players' fitness and that for the match now against Napoli. Sorry, the second leg against Napoli. However, we need to focus on the first leg here and see what sort of result we can get away to Italy. We are in the Stadio Olimpique. I hate how there's so little real teams, not real teams, but real stadiums in FIFA. It does annoy me as we do see Jose Reina. That right back, I've never been able to pronounce his name. I'm not even going to try. We've got Tonelli, Koulibaly, Gulam, Diawara, Allen, Jorginho, Jose Callahan, Andre Milik and Dries Mertens. See, I can pronounce names. And now we have except that right back. But we have Dragowski, Tierney, Sviatchenko, Toure, Gamboa, Brown, Ndidi, Sinclair, Bailly, Rogic and Griffiths up top. Strong team, hoping to get a result here as we do play the ball through now to Scott Sinclair. He is so wonderful. What can he do here? Scott Sinclair through on goal, takes a strike and it does come off the crossbar. Very unlucky there is Scott Sinclair as Rogic picks up the ball now. Rogic to take this ball into the box, whip in for Lee Griffiths, and Lee Griffiths gets the goal. It's a header, but it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful header. It's a cultured header. The keeper nearly got there, but it was just too powerful. Ended up going underneath him. Reina just couldn't keep his hand on that. It's probably have to blame the fact he only tried with one hand. Jose Reina, the former Liverpool and Bayern Munich goalkeeper, unable to make the save there, and it is now 1-0 to Celtic. Exactly the start we were looking for here in this game, and it's Griffiths' 4th goal in the Europa League in just 3 games. So you really need to impress and really need to applaud Griffiths for that efforts. However, we need to focus now more on the game as Sinclair goes through now. Great ball from Rogic back to Sinclair. Sinclair looking to take this one down at the byline and whip this ball in for Griff. Can he get another? No, he cannot. The ball comes back out to Sinclair with a Ronaldo chop. It bobbles a bit, goes back to Scott Sinclair, and he rifles that ball into the top corner. What a goal from Scott Sinclair. He is so wonderful. He is so magical. I've made an arse of the song there. You know, what beautiful, magical. When he runs down the wing, he's as fast as lightning. So frightening, and it makes the boys sing. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I would keep going, but I'm really not going. I would actually play the song for the celebration, you know, for the goal and that, but, you know, copyright, what can I do? unable to play Scooter, the logical song, for any of you younger viewers who do not know where the song actually comes from. It's from an old guy called Scooter, who used to be about back in 2000s. Well, you know what I mean, this is the Knots era. You get me. Gamboa whipping this ball in now for Griff, and he does head the ball over. That's unlucky from Griffiths. As it comes through to Andre Milik. Is it Milik? No, it's Gabbiadini. Mauro Gabbiadini, a great player. And when I was actually thinking about signing, however, of course, it would cost too much money, which is unfortunate. Jorginho now, can he get there? No. Dragowski does come out and collect the ball. Well done, Dragowski. Insigne on the ball now. What can he get going with it? Insigne. And again, Lorenzo Insigne, goalkeeper, makes the save. Well done, Dragowski. You know, he's really keeping us in this game here. We have a corner now to defend. What can happen here? As the ball does come out to Koulibaly. He does head it, and yeah, he scores. Koulibaly scores. Easily the most improved defender in Serie A last season has scored against us. Nothing I can really do about that, and Dragowski could not make the save. However, it was irrelevant for the result of the game. We do still win, and we do move on to the second leg with that advantage. 2 away goals, even though it really only counts for 1 because they scored the home goal. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. However, I am happy that we managed to get a win away from home against Italian opposition, because it seems to be something Celtic can't very often do. We struggle away in Italy, so I'm happy that we've won here today. The next match is going to be against Kilmarnock in the league. Kilmarnock, decent team in FIFA. I mean, the position doesn't show it on the on the table, but they're always a tough team I find to play against. Christopher Ayers actually went on loan to them, and hopefully he does well there. I didn't watch his debut match, however I heard he had quite a good game, so that's always good to see. As we see the Kilmarnock starting lineup: Jamie McDonald, Cobain, Boyd, Addison. I never cut the rest of that there. Smith, Dicker, Smith again, McKenzie, Kilte, Frizzell, and Chris Boyd up front. The Celtic starting lineup: Gordon, Lustig, Twanzebe, Simunovic, Henry, McGregor, Ayer, Lookman, Ademola Lookman, James Forrest, Stuart Armstrong, and Scott Armstrong's a referee in WWE, isn't he? I think so. Dembele up front. However, it doesn't matter. I was completely irrelevant information. As Rico Henry picks up the ball here, finds Scott Armstrong. I know it's Stuart, don't kill me. It's Christopher Ayer now. Takes a shot, it does dip, but it does fall right into the keeper's arms. Unlucky. Henry on the ball now. What can he get going here with Armstrong? As Armstrong plays out wide to James Forrest. Forrest now on the ball. Can he get something going here? Finds Dembele. Dembele still running with it. Plays through. Ayer shoots. It does bounce. Can it? Nah. The keeper made the save. I thought maybe bounce in, but it did go over. Unlucky from Ayers. We do get the corner here. Armstrong trying to get there. It does come back out to James Forrest. James Forrest gives it to Henry. Henry into Forrest. Forrest still going now. Gives it to Armstrong. Armstrong lays it off for Forrest. Forrest shoots. But he does shoot the ball over. Unlucky. As Dembele finds Armstrong. Armstrong back to Dembele. Can he score? No. Jamie McDonald makes another decent save, and he's really keeping them in this game now. As Kilmarnock have a chance. They hit the post. Very unlucky. There, Kilmarnock now. Ademola Lookman, who's recently joined Everton, try and get through, but he cannot do so. McKenzie and it Dicker. Dicker into Smith. Smith, what can he get going here? Gives it to other Smith. Smith to Chris Boyd. Frizzell. Can he get anything going here? Frizzell still going. He shoots. And wow, he scores a screamer. That is a great goal. That is a really good goal. Is it Frizzell or Frizzell? I feel like it's too stupid to be Frizzell. But what a goal. As you see, the ball just rifles into the top corner. The movement he gets on it is fantastic. Because when you concede a goal like that, you can't really complain. Maybe the defending could have been better, but you can't blame Gordon for that. That was a great strike, and come on, beat me 1-0. Nothing I can really do about it except go and score a goal, which of course I'm going to try and do. As James Forrest runs down the wing here, Forrest looking to cut inside, he gets brought down, and it's another penalty to Celtic. That's like consecutive episodes we've had penalties or something like that. But we do get the penalty here. Can we score? That is the question. You can see he's blatantly took him down. Boy, he can't complain about that. Moussa Dembele to score here. Can he do so? Which way is he going to go? And he does score. Moussa Dembele puts the ball in the back of the net. Was it ever in doubt they would miss? He's even dabbing on them. That's how much disrespect Dembele's showing him here. He has dabbed on Kamara, and it's a great penalty. Well worked from James Forrest to win it. And let's face it, he sends the keeper the wrong way. He places the ball in the top corner. It's a great goal, and 1-8 Celtic lives up for us. And now we have an opportunity here to possibly go and get another chance and try and win the game now. I'm sure my manager character guy is happy with that. Why are we still 70 rated? That's what I want to know, but it doesn't matter. That's actually his 9th goal in the league, which is not bad, I guess, but I have noticed the goals have been shared amongst a few players this season. It's not just been, you know, one prolific striker. It's been the whole team scoring goals, which I guess is decent as well. As come on to get a chance here. They try dink the ball over Gordon, and Gordon, the man who has been recently linked with Chelsea, does make the save. As we go through now into the 90th minute, however the game does end there. Nothing too special happened at the end. It's a draw. I guess we're going to have to live with it, however. But our league position is not affected at all, which is a positive thing I guess we can take from this game. And Kamara really did give us a run for the money, so fair play to them. However, we will have to end the episode here. The next episode will start off against Hearts in the Scottish Cup quarter-final replay. And you know, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, remember to subscribe. Go check out G2A and Razor, those links will be in the description. And while you're down there, go follow me on Twitter. It's at MurphyBoy, you know. Go follow me over there to keep up to date with all the MBU news. It's been MBU, guys. Thanks again for 1,000 subs, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you.
I get my drink on, I play ping pong with King Kong. Dinner time, hear the bell ring, ding dong. Got a snake bitch with a pink string on. Ask Medusa, she'll tell you that the dick's long. Godzilla, player with the pinky ring. You talk